if you're very hard on yourself and you have those giant expectations and you always feel like you need to be more and you need to do more and you need to be faster and better and smarter, and it burns you out and it just feels like it's not really that kind of lifestyle that suits you the best, and you would like to learn how to be a bit softer with yourself, how to be not as hard, not as strict on yourself, then this video is exactly for you. The number one thing that I would mention is the ability to acknowledge that you won. This is actually a very easy thing to handle. Every single day, literally, all you need is one sentence. What did you do correctly today? Where did you win? It can be the smallest thing, but if every single day you give yourself the space to acknowledge that you won in something and celebrate it by patting yourself on the back, even that small action can lead to you later acknowledging more things in your life when you do something well. You're basically gonna put filter in your mind that will be able to recognize the wins in everything, and you're gonna feel more like a winner and that you actually did something rather than always feeling that you did nothing at all. Number two is to pay attention a lot to how your life feels to you, because a lot of times we are very hard on ourselves, and this was my case a lot as well, because I simply looked at others and then I compared myself to them, and I was thinking, okay, if I'm gonna achieve something similar like they did, I'm gonna feel good about my life. And I was so hard on myself because I was basically pushing through not following what is truly me, and I was kind of neglecting my passion and how the life actually feels to me. It was always about competition and achieving, and it was because I did not feel like I am enough. So there was like this cycle when I was working so hard for things that I did not actually want, for things that actually did not feel that good in my life, but I was kind of blinded by this goal of being better than others. So I had to be very hard on myself in order to get the discipline to do the things that were against my own nature. When you live more attuned with yourself, the life actually comes with more ease. You still have to work hard for some things. It is a different kind of hard. It's the difficult that aligns with you to create the life that feels yours, and not pushing hard to do things that you don't really even care about that much. You just want to impress someone, to be validated, and it's like a cycle that does not give you anything, even though you are super hard on yourself. And this, what I just said, connects to number three, why are you so hard on yourself? It's worth exploring. Why do you keep getting stuck in this cycle? And as I already mentioned, it's usually because you're trying to prove yourself to someone. You feel like if you are not reaching perfection, then someone from your surrounding will not approve of you. I am not saying it's in all cases, but it can be parents. A lot of times they have certain expectations how you should be doing your life, and with some parents you simply don't feel accepted until you reach 100%. But you cannot ever reach 100%. So you are pressing yourself so hard and you hustle just to gain the love. You overextend yourself just to prove yourself to someone else. But they never really acknowledge you, and nothing is never enough. And even if you reach very high level of something, the approval does not arrive. And the thing about this is that you can uncover why are you so hard on yourself, whose validation you seek, why do you have to be perfect, why do you have to achieve so much. All those things you can explore, but at the end of the day, it's about you learning how to validate yourself. Until it comes from you, you will always be chasing someone else's idea of how you should live your life, and that requires, as I said, much more effort than trying to pursue things that align with you. Number 4 is scheduling work and play. If you're very hard on yourself, chances are that you don't know how to play. you feel like enjoying yourself means you are not productive. And when you are not productive, it means you are not doing enough. And when you are not doing enough, then you feel like you are behind and you are not lovable. All this like cycle again, right? So I used to feel like every single time when I would lay on a couch and I would just read a book, I would feel like, oh my God, I am not productive right now. What am I doing? Like I did not achieve my goals in life yet. So why am I here laying on a couch reading a book that is just story, that does not give me knowledge? Why am I doing this? And I felt every single time when I laid down and I was resting, I felt like I am wasting time. So I was overextending myself to the point when I was burning myself out because I simply did not give myself the time to chill, to breathe out, to slow down for a little bit. What I learned is to schedule times when I'm productive and I'm like, okay, I'm working on my goal. I am doing something for my future in this kind of sense, but then it's equally as important to schedule play because play inspires you. Play brings out new ideas. Play keeps you in flow. Play energizes you. It's the time when you replenish yourself, when you gain the energy and new insights, and then actually you can use all this energy and all those insights and inspiration in whatever you're doing work-wise. If you want to live life a little bit more gently with yourself, schedule time for play. And number 5 is a little bit controversial because I've heard this advice but the other way around. I would say lower expectations of yourself. If I'm gonna have high expectations, I'm gonna put the goal super high and then I'm gonna go lower than the goal, like 85% of the way. I still achieved much more than someone who set the goal lower and completed 100% of it. I must say, if it works for someone, brilliant, but for me, it was overwhelming me. I was like, oh my God, this is this massive goal that I have to complete, I have in front of myself, and I don't know what to do with it. And a lot of times just thinking about this massive goal and not dissecting it in small step by step would so overwhelm me. And if you're a person who, when you set the goals very high, and it's like motivating for you and it's like amazing, it helps you, that's kind of what's the self-development about. Like, if it helps you, keep it. If it does not help you and it's not a system that is very good for you, just toss it out and find something different. So this is a perspective on how you can do this, because for so long I believe this was the only way to set the goal super high and then do 85% of it, and that's amazing. But it actually does not work well with me, because then it pushes me into uncomfortable situation where I feel like there's so much to do and it overstimulates me. So not really helpful for me, and maybe not really helpful for you. So you can lower expectations that you have of yourself, and then the goal actually feels much more achievable. And of course, then it's also about like habits, dissecting even the lower expectations goal and going step by step and not overwhelming yourself. Those would be the 5 things that really helped me to be less hard on myself. Have a lovely day and see you in the next one. Bye!